You're
not here yet.
Oh, I think it posted even on Twitter accidentally. All right, here we go. It should be started soon.
Okay.
Let's just see, though, for a second. It looks like it's there. I don't even have to have the comments on my phone, really. We could have them on the... Since we're doing just chatting, it's different than the other ones. I kind of forgot about that. We can just have the chat over here. It's kind of cool. Anyway, back to just chatting. We're not going to start the video right now. This is pre-video Deathclam Games right now.
Here we go. It's cute. I like the...
We're just like testing everything.
I like the thumbnail.
You like the thumbnail? Good. I'm glad it looks good. I wasn't sure if Koa looked... That's our cat Koa in there. And I wasn't sure if Koa looked too angry, you know. I seem to be not too soft. It seems to be a nice volume.
Okay, volume's good.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, I'm going to see if the chat works.
Yeah, for sure. Hello. Hey, that was really quick. I did put on low latency and it seems to be okay. All right, here we are hanging out. You might just have to turn it down a tiny bit.
Right. How's that? Tell me.
That's good. I like it.
Well, that's kind of like
Maybe
partway, maybe? Is that good? Or all the way? Closed. Is that
That's actually not bad.
I kind of like it with a little bit.
I know it's like there's a reveal. There's a secret behind the curtain, but you can't quite see it.
Right.
Yeah, just let me know. This looks good.
I left my coffee back here.
Yeah, this is the time to get all the stuff. And then we'll like start the show by doing some kind of intro. Which I'm not sure what that'll be. Just chat. I guess we're just chatting.
I know we're always right up there, but like it kind of looks good back a little bit. You know? Well, you can't just smush directly in front of me.
Back like this?
Yeah.
I don't think you can hear us as much. You want to put the mic up here?
Put the mic here.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Like, what do you think?
Wait, hold on.
Like we have to go up if we're trying to like get a hold of something.
And then it's like a table with a mic on it and stuff.
It is just like that.
It's almost like it's almost like we have a table.
I don't know why we have this handicap.
I'm not sure either, actually. I don't know why that's there. I keep seeing it, and I'm just wondering, like, what is it?
Like we only need to go up there. Oh, we do need your phone.
Well, I can see. Oh yeah, I guess we do need the phone. I can't really see
For
it.
comments.
Yeah.
There's actually crap.
My eyesight's actually super terrible. A lot of people.
What do you think about being back further?
Actually, it's great.
I feel like I have a little more space, honestly.
We should check the sound again, but it's probably okay. I mean, we're right next to the mic. What do you think? It looks better. It looks better, not so forced, like we're just sitting up here. I hadn't realized this before.
Yeah, it looked kind of weird up there. Like
we're just like sitting right here.
I know. We're like, we'll just go chat and relax. But honestly, it's kind of hard to chat and relax.
How are you?
Smushed up like that.
Yeah, right. It's like we're just right in your face. Okay, okay, all right. I mean, now I don't know why it took us this long. Professional streamers, everyone. We're really good at streaming. I don't like to brag. Right? I don't like to brag. Wait. Wait a minute. Yes, I do.
Since when?
Okay. I'm going to turn on the comments over here.
Since when do you not like to brag?
I don't know. Are we going to do...
Are we going to do what?
I'd like an intro, do you think? Or should we just...
Oh!
Should we?
Yeah. Okay, ready?
No.
Welcome to Deathclam Games. Here we are.
Just chatting.
Just...
Or should we say just hanging out?
Hanging out. Just hanging out. Just chilling?
It's a return to the beginning for Deathclam Games, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm just going to hang out this time.
Yeah.
I think we tried too hard to talk too much.
Right.
Earlier.
I don't know. I don't even know what we're doing, honestly.
Yeah, this is more of a, what would you call it? Experiment?
It's an experiment.
Here we go. Now we can look at chatting.
It's back to the old days when we started streaming. No, not when we just originally first started
streaming. Can you see that?
Nope.
Okay.
There, I can see that.
All right, there we go. Look at that. Yeah, I can too. Okay. That works out. And then I don't have to.
But like when the second time we started streaming.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, right. So there we go.
Our first reboot.
Right.
This is hearkening back to our first reboot, which is more Wild West.
Right, exactly.
We're not going to have like rules.
I think we started out
se.
Our first stream, a couple years ago, we had a lot of rules. I'd say strict rules about what was allowed to happen and not.
Well, no, at the very beginning we
that's right.
We were going to did the It's Always Sunny mistake though, Sean.
We actually at first we had 0 rules.
No rules. Not a single rule except for whatever like Twitch said.
Right, yeah, we followed the terms
obviously
of
we're going to follow their terms of service because we didn't want to get
right. We weren't
kicked off
nude on the stream and didn't let people do racial slurs and stuff.
Right.
No.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, not on purpose. Exactly. We were bamboozled a few times, I feel like. But we had to learn. We were so dumb. It was like going to junior high again, kind of.
So how's this different?
What do you mean? No, that's what I'm saying.
We're not going to have rules this time. It's just, but we are going to enforce rules. We're just not going to say what they are.
No, we just have boundaries. And when we know... Boundaries. Yeah, exactly. Instead of rules for the channel. Because I think by having rules for the channel and police, so to speak, and mods and all that kind of stuff, we ended up causing people to want to break the rules because they were there.
But also by not having rules, we left people hanging a lot for modding. What am I supposed to actually do then?
Yeah, because I would say a good example of that was when we'd have somebody come in and talk shit to someone else in chat.
Right.
At first when it was no rules, it was we just have to let them work it out, That's not our deal, right?
Right.
And I think we learned that wasn't ever going to work.
Right, exactly.
It's if people don't want to come to your channel because it's a overrun with
because it's a shit
just total assholes. I mean, that can work, but I think that has to be your design from the beginning.
Right, exactly. I think I might. No, maybe not.
Okay. Remember, we are just hanging out.
I know. Well, no, that wasn't the reason I was hesitating on my decision. There
was other reasons. There's deeper. I'm not even sure what we're talking about, but I hear that there's reasons.
I was sitting here and I was thinking, gosh, maybe I'd paint my nails. I've been feeling like painting my nails. I thought maybe I'll sit here and paint my nails. It sounds kind of like a good time for that.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, hanging out. That's something you'd do if you were just hanging out.
Just hanging out, paint my nails.
That'd be a human activity that we would do.
A human activity.
The humans.
And then I thought,
yeah,
I'd have to take off my nail polish, and I'm not sure I have nail polish remover.
And then it started becoming more of a real serious issue. There was a lot of logistics to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel you. That's why, I guess the new idea now is that it's it is more relaxed though, right?
Well, okay, so we're doing this on weekends.
Yeah.
We're going to come hang out.
Yeah.
This is going to be our socializing.
Yeah, I think that's all it is.
Our weekend socializing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So way more relaxed.
Yeah, this is just literally our time to hang out. Yeah. Where we're not really doing anything. We don't really have an object.
What's up, Bowman?
Welcome, Bowman. How you doing?
How are you?
We were just talking about the new idea for our stream. Yeah, we were kind of hoping you might come by, actually. Yeah, we were just talking about it. We're hey, we're going to kind of do this on the weekend as just our socializing. This is when we're going to just hang out. So.
Yeah. We don't have any.
There's not much more to this particular
plans or structure.
stream.
We might play a game. We might just hang out and chat.
Right.
We'll be here around the same time every weekend.
Yeah, I'm thinking around though, but
Sunday
even
and Monday.
Yeah.
Ish around this time.
Right.
But we want it to be super chill.
Just got back from church.
Cool. How was it?
Oh yeah, how did it go? Yeah, it's 12. So right now for us,
From
it's
church,
12,
are you guys like
14.
social distancing at your church or not?
Or are you guys just like no masks,
You're
just like
fuck
breathing
masks.
in people's face? You're like, America! I can't tell. There
how's
seems to be
church going
two.
now? I'm
there seems to be
curious.
two different like thoughts on that. Although, are we
Yeah.
talking? We did say we weren't necessarily going to get worked up about politics
Oh,
and
that's
stuff.
right. Did I violate our only rule immediately?
We decided we
All
shouldn't talk
masks
about
and 6
politics
feet.
anymore.
Cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's good, you guys.
Yeah, nice job, guys.
No, seriously, because like, there's no reason that it has to be a divide like that on where.
But there's no reason to say
Masks.
people can't go to church either.
No, exactly.
But
People
yeah,
can go to the grocery store. Why can't they go to church? Sorry, but that's kind of dumb. I do
Anyway,
think that's stupid.
we're not even church people, and we're like, hey,
Like,
but why?
The bar is essential, but church isn't. I think
Like,
a lot of
hold
people
on
could
now.
have a real problem
I mean,
with
you
that.
know, yeah,
Legitimately.
right. I mean, legitimately,
the
that's the
weed store
issue.
was
The
declared
weed store is essential. you know what I'm
essential.
saying?
So
It's one of the few things I've actually
I
ever
think you
agreed
should
with
be
church
able to
people
go to
on,
church.
honestly,
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like one of those things. Usually I'm just against religion in all forms, but I'm like, hey guys, wait, what?
No one is dead yet.
No one's dead yet. Nice. Yeah, same. I mean, who knows? We're,
Fingers crossed.
yeah. See if we'll make it. I have been smoking weed a lot of years, and I can see just like having corona be bad for me in some way. As a smoker.
I mean, I smoked a pack a day for 20 years
Mm-hmm.
of cigarettes, and I've smoked weed since I was like 14.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Yeah, right. I feel like
So
we
that's
might
like
be
coming
in the,
up on 30 years.
It's
here.
been a minute now, right? But since we're definitely a smaller group, a lot of people staying home. That's
you
probably
do-
good too. I wonder if you guys should stream. Like, do you
Yeah,
do the streaming service or whatever?
I know.
dude?
I've seen a couple churches
Yeah.
around here do a streaming service.
Right, to where like if you don't necessarily
For
want to
people
come
that
in, you
can't
could
make
still
it.
see it. Like the dude could still be there at the church streaming it. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so it's a familiar.
He doesn't have to
site
be in his
and
living
everything
room.
like
That's
that.
okay. We don't have to do that. Yeah.
Well, it
Maybe.
depends. It depends.
It depends on his studio, I guess. He could probably have a pretty rockin' studio, I can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I just don't want to go anywhere. Everybody's just a lunatic out there. I feel like people have lost their damn minds. And I'm one of them, though. I've lost my mind, too.
I feel like every time we go out, we're on the edge
Right.
of some sort of
Like confrontation,
interaction
or
that
assault.
we don't really want.
Yeah, right.
It's kind of nerve-wracking.
It is nerve-wracking. Like, going out now, to me, is not, like, fun. I don't go out and be around people. I feel like I used to do that. Like, it used to be fun for me to, like, go out and be around people and stuff. That's not a fun thing for me anymore. I'm just like,
All the
I'll do
places
this
here that
virtually, I
opened,
guess.
like, shut again.
Yeah, people opened
Pretty
up and then it was
fast.
like, yeah, well, that's it.
Yeah.
And we're like, well,
Like, all our favorite places shut down
I
entirely.
know,
Like, the
like,
bars
some
we
of
used to
them.
go to, they're just gone now, so.
well, not all of them, but half of them at least, I'd say at this point.
Yeah, I think Thanksgiving also is going to bump numbers way up.
Yeah, the Thanksgiving thing was weird to me. It's like, honestly, what do you really want to see your family like in person? Like,
Look,
Loren saw her mom and grandpa, and it was great.
It
They
was
were on
awesome.
Zoom.
We did
like for an
Zoom.
hour, and then it was like
We chatted
everybody
for
was
an
like, we're
hour.
like, hey, see you guys later.
My papa's like, oh, I'm
gonna
going to bed.
I'm gonna take a nap.
It was fine. It was perfect. It was no different,
It was actually way
but
better,
no one
bro.
was stuck.
I don't
So that
think
was
people
nice.
need to travel. I'm starting to think this whole traveling for Thanksgiving was a bad idea from the
I
get-go.
think so too.
Like, maybe we should just all hang out for like an hour or two. Like, get together with family, be thankful and stuff.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. Well, we did. We went to the kids' moms.
We did, but
But-
we've been seeing them in person the whole time.
They live at both
yeah,
houses.
nobody
so
is.
it's not
There was
like
no one
there's-
there we haven't been seeing the whole time, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I guess
Yeah.
we're lucky. We kind of have a built-in social life. I think some people don't get that right now.
Yeah, we've had. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I do feel bad. Like, I can see at a different time in life, I'd just be by myself for like a year.
Right. My old place, living by myself, this had happened then. I would just be alone completely.
That's why we're kind of doing this now. We're like,
Yeah.
hey, we'll just hang out like this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't necessarily want to see people in person anymore. I think I've like, hey, you know what?
I mean, I guess I
don't know about
It'd be kind of cool if we could ever. I don't know. I still miss going out.
I think it's made me more misanthropic than I even was before, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I do kind of. You know what? I do miss going out to meals.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was like how I wanted to socialize. You know, I was still around people.
Yeah, the people watching. People watching has gotten like kind of intense and anxiety inducing rather than kind of a chill activity.
Yeah, me and Loren have gotten a couple of confrontations even.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah, can you believe it?
Us getting in confrontations?
Well, people try to get us in confrontations. I swear. Everybody's like, we've fallen maybe into the trap of getting into confrontations. We're screwed if it was
a zombie virus. Bowman, have you heard about the mink?
Excuse me.
The mink that are coming back to life from
there's some that arose from their mass grave.
Mink are coming. Coronavirus minks are coming back to
Corona
life.
Minks.
For real. Zombie minks.
Yeah. Dude,
fucking weird. Unless that's fake news. I mean, who knows anymore? But
I know, I don't either.
I saw it from a couple different news sources over a few different days.
I did see it. Like they were showing bulldozers bulldozing like mink bodies, and they were coming out of the ground and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they showed that, but that's what I imagined. Actually, I don't think I saw that.
Yeah, us confrontational? No.
Yeah, go figure. I'm going to try to stop, though, because I see people see it in me and, like, deliberately try to get it out of me.
Right. I think they know. They know. They don't always know exactly what they're getting into. That guy at the post office, we scared the shit out of him, I think.
That's true.
He took off. I went out to the parking lot to find him after he left.
Mm-hmm. And he was gone.
When we were done, I was going to go, like,
the other guy, the guy at Bartell's, he wasn't scared. He was, like, looking... He wanted me to do something first. Because he had a gun or something.
He was trying to instigate.
Yeah, right. He was trying to get me to do something. I recognized. I was like, nah, you can do something first.
Yeah,
you can go first. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't. I knew he wasn't gonna do shit because, like, when I confronted him on his shitty comedy, he didn't do anything.
Right.
And that was the time when you would.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, us Bowman, yeah, and it's all been like, you know. It is about mask stuff because I mean that stuff's not like it's not just about being rude at that point. I mean you're actually could cause deaths to someone by not following these rules.
Well, but also
and if you're gonna do that shit to me, that's really disrespectful.
You can really see when people are using it just aggressively and not because they actually give a shit about masks or not.
They just want to get in some kind of confrontation.
It's just a way, a new way to find their way into a confrontation.
Yeah. So it's kind
Blessed
of just like,
are the minks.
I don't like it.
For they will inherit, the world. I remember that from the Bible. That was, Blessed are the minks.
Actually, that was in the story of Romeo and Juliet, which is, you know, one of the lesser known Bible stories, you know.
Yeah, one of the lesser known Bible
that was in the Romeo
chapters.
Yeah, it was just one of the stories in the Bible. I don't know. It's more my favorite, you know.
The Romeo and Juliet one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was good. Anyway, so we're just hanging out, acting like idiots, as we usually do.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a long time since we've done any sort of, like, just chatting. I guess I said this a couple days ago, or was it yesterday? I'm like, let's just hang out. We don't have to have we've always thought, like, we have to go back with a project or a plan or something.
Like, we got to at least, you know, like, this one's just for socializing. This one's not even monetized.
Right.
Except in general, like we have our donation link on our thing and like our book. I think I'm going to put my book link.
We need to put up the link to the book.
Yeah. But other than that, I think we're just going to just hang out.
For now, I mean, yeah. Until we figure out, I just want to get back in the habit of doing it and then we can see what's going on and maybe it'll take form, but it doesn't need to.
It doesn't need to, right.
I like that. That's different this time. We don't need to make it anything in particular.
Although I do maybe want to make an ad for the book that we could put in the middle. Our own Deathclam ad, and we can just like run it, sort of.
Yeah.
And be like, available now on Amazon. Or we could do something where we do like everybody says, and now we're going to take out time in the video for our sponsor, Deathclam's Tales of Terror. You know, and I'll hold up the thing, and I'll be like, this is the greatest book, right? And I'll act really
I do want to do some sort of a commercial for the book. I think that'd be cute. So. But I want to do maybe something animated or
Oh, yeah.
like cut out like stop motion, so it'd be like dinosaurs chasing each other or something like
No,
that.
it should be one of the stories, like a
or it'd be
scene
like
from one of the
tentacles
stories.
from outer space would be coming in
Yeah.
like, meh, it would like tear something apart, and there'd be like Tales of Terror written underneath, you know.
Oh, it would have to be something that actually happens in the. It would be a cliffhanger for one of the stories, like the kid would be going up the stairs slowly, and like there'd be movement behind him, and then it'd say Tales of Terror.
Yeah,
you know, it'd be like something like. I think you have to like
a
hook
little
people
part
in,
of a
yeah.
story, you know. I think that'd be cool.
But really, we're just using that book because I think I'm going to make another one. I'm writing another book now.
Yeah,
and I kind of just want to get used to always, you know, promoting the book, I guess, because I think you have to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and we never did, but we still have the book sitting there. Why not? You know, at this point,
Terrorize your tales.
terrorize your tail.
Mm-hmm. Sounds hot.
Sure, that does sound pretty hot. Good stuff, man. Anyway, yeah, what have you been up to, man?
Yeah, how's life? Work is busy, you said?
We're just,
guess
man,
if
we have
you have a
not
car.
been busy. Yeah, you have a car and stuff. We're just like, I feel like we're just sort of in a cage or something.
Yeah.
We've been just like, oh, we watched this video, crazy. Loren had to stop watching. It was too horrifying
Oh,
for her.
God.
This video is called
The Utopia Project?
The Utopia Mouse Experiments. They were like from the 60s. This guy built these like habitats for
The
mice.
YouTube channel is like Down the Rabbit Hole.
Yeah.
Is the name of the YouTube channel.
Dude, and I was like, that's us. I was like, we're the rats right now. Like, I'm like, oh fuck. It was actually truly horrifying. I loved it.
Yeah, and the oligarchs are that
into it.
dickwad that just shoved
Yeah,
the
yeah,
rats
right,
in
right.
there and
They
got
just-
off on it.
Right.
Well, that's
Crazy.
right, no politics.
Torture, rat torture. Yeah. Anyway, so I was like, wow, that was horrifying. I don't remember where I was going with that. Did I have a point? Oh yeah, we're hanging out, so it doesn't matter. I can just let
cares
points
about the
dangle. You know, I had a
Yeah,
point at one
dangling
point.
points.
Dangling. Too
We
messing.
got a couple of those, I guess.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Work is okay. Boring though. Well, that's horrible.
I can't even start work.
Yeah, Loren hasn't even been able to start. Things have been weird.
Yeah.
You know. She'll
Who
get
knows
there.
if they'll ever open? It's gonna be.
I feel
not
like she's
soon.
moving towards it though.
Yeah,
She
but
gives me that
also
impression.
she's moving toward
she's
it.
business. She knows what she's doing.
I think so too.
She has no control over the world though. I mean, you know,
Right,
shit can
but
happen.
she's deciding also we're not opening until or. It's just carry out.
Yeah, right.
Curbside
Well, it has to
pickup,
be.
just curbside pickup. Not even opening the bakery yet. So
Yeah. So sorry, Loren. So we're just hanging.
yeah,
Luckily, we just we have a place to be, and otherwise we'd just be on the street right now. It's crazy. It's crazy to think. Really, we're really
Yeah.
lucky, honestly.
I'm still waiting for scones.
You know, Bowman, for the price of a cup of coffee a day, you can help struggling Americans like us.
Yeah. You too can help a struggling American.
Right. I'm still waiting for those scones, Loren. Scones.
It's the shipping.
We went real quiet. You know why? I'll tell you why we went real quiet right there. Because I was thinking about the scones.
Oh,
They're
they're
really
pretty
good.
delicious.
Those scones are super good.
Sean, maybe we should
Loren's
just do
baking
that
shit
and
is
try it.
super
Do you
good.
mind being a guinea pig? Here's the thing.
If you want to, Loren could make some scones and
I
try
will
to
make you
ship them.
scones and ship them to you. You
They're one
have
of
to
the
pay
few
for the
baked
scones and
goods.
pay the shipping.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be. You can probably get cheaper scones close to home.
But you could get Loren scones,
You
though.
could get my scones,
It's true. They are really good.
which are really delicious. You know, other people have delicious scones too.
That's
but
true. Let's
they would
be
be made with
realistic.
love.
There are other delicious scones in the world.
And you would also be the guinea pig to see how they end up once they get there.
Yeah, what if they were just crumbs? It was like a box full of crumbs. That would be the worst. Bowman paid like all this to like get these handmade
I would hate to
artisanal
have them
fucking
show up like
scones,
all
and they're just,
broken
like,
or whatever.
busted up. It's
The
just
only thing,
destroyed.
okay, scones sound good. The only thing is maybe I would suggest biscuits potentially holding up better in the mail.
You should look up what's the most mailable baked good.
Yeah.
That's what we should learn. Probably cookies. No, the cookies break though too, huh?
So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out what it costs because I'm not entirely 100% certain, although I have an idea. Like my cost for ingredients and then my time. And And then for baking, I don't know. I have to look up some prices that they have on like other places like Etsy.
I've seen them sell bake stuff on it, so you can look and see how much they're going
as
for.
As a baker in training, I make $15 an hour.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that they put that.
I'm not going to charge you $15 an hour because that doesn't seem.
So long story short.
I think it should be like by the dozen.
Long story
right?
short.
So I don't know how to charge you. I'll look that up.
We don't know
and
what
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You know.
Business-wise, we have no clue what's happening.
Well, right. I understand. You trust me to not, like, dick you over on that, and I won't. But also, I want to find something that's, like, reasonable market value as well.
Yeah, right. There you go. The Deathclam promise. Sort of vague. I'm not sure what the Deathclam promise was.
We're ethical.
We're not exactly going to dick you over.
We can't sleep at night if we dick you over.
But we don't know what we're doing.
But we don't know what we're doing.
The Deathclam promise. Mm-hmm. I think that's not terrible.
Profit.
There's been worse.
I mean, I do need to make a profit.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, it's labor.
That's what we've been we've not understood that. Me and Loren keep trying to want to do stuff. We realize if we want to live in the world.
It is work, not just to bake them, but then to go to the post office and get all that shit together. You know, it's like.
It's hard for us to do that. We're not actually we don't think like that.
It's fair for me to make money from that.
Right.
And I think you feel good about paying for it. It's finding that right sustainable price that's right for it.
Yeah, because we won't, we don't live if we don't make a profit in some way, right? Mm-hmm. You just don't even live, you die. So, there you go. That was a little grim. Mm-hmm. Got grim, got dark.
Well, such is life.
It got dark. Oh, what did we watch last night, Bowman? I know you're into movies. We watched The Road of it. We watched the first 40 minutes of The Road to Wellville. Which me and Loren had a big discussion about this movie.
We'll probably go back and continue watching it.
Right. But the plot's a mess, but there's some really good stuff.
There's some amazingly good scenes. Really good scenes.
Right. Boobs.
But it's just, nice boobs.
I mean,
lots of nice boobs.
That's
the Road to Boobville is what we've been calling it.
We've been calling it The Road to Boobville, good stuff, but I mean the plot's incoherent. It just doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even understand.
It's nuts. It's nuts. So we're gonna keep watching it.
Yeah, we're gonna keep watching.
I really, really love about it, and there's stuff that's just
I can't even comprehend. I'm like, what is this? Why did you? Why
is this character in the movie?
I would say a good example. Okay, here's a good example of that. There's a scene where he's like, hey. I want to go. It's been a comedy to this point, right?
It's
It's a funny little romp comedy with some boobs, right?
Yeah.
And then suddenly, he's like, "Hey, I want to go home. I'm done with this place." And she's like, "Motherfucker, you were a drunken loser,
and you weren't there when our baby died.
You weren't there when our baby, yeah." And you're like,
and we're out of the blue. We're like. Where the shit did that come from? This dead baby and he's a drunk and she got him hooked on fucking opium
or some shit. She's crying and shit.
And it was a comedy.
I was like, what? That just was a sort of turn. But unfortunately...
And then Dana Carvey threatening to rape her scene.
Yeah, that was odd.
Weird,
but that was more 90s. I think they didn't think that was...
We get that 90s was pretty not PC.
It was a different time. Yeah,
2 pieces of dry toast, please.
Toast dry. On a plate. Thank you. No,
Matthew Broderick
really
is
good.
Fucking amazing.
Dude's fucking
He's
great.
Really, really good.
Actually, John Cusack's great.
John Cusack's great, but what the fuck is that role even?
His character means nothing. Don't tell us, Bowman. I'm just saying.
Don't tell us because we haven't finished.
We're sitting here going.
We're only about 40 minutes in.
Right. But we're like, why is there a whole other plot line away from the whole sanitarium that has nothing to do with
John Cusack shouldn't be out trying to start a cereal company with some other weird dude. He should be in the sanitarium, and he should be Lara Flynn Boyle's husband.
Yeah, we fixed the movie.
Yeah, fixed.
We fixed the movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah, does the movie involve cornflakes? Yes, it does.
I mean, the discussion of cornflakes. I mean,
cornflakes is happening. I haven't seen a single cornflake in the movie. Not a single one. Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of talk about the different brands of cornflakes. There's cornflakes everywhere except for on camera.
Yeah.
The cornflakes are all
We've
literally
seen an
off
empty
camera.
box.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
ostensibly 4 cornflakes.
Yeah, there's a box. Yeah, with no cornflakes in them. Yeah, that's right. No, I'm sure it has been. It was like in the 90s or whatever, right?
94, I think.
That's pot, by the way, not Corona. Just so you guys know, I'm not concerned. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, we've been smoking a lot of shake, and God. I hope I don't get like Corona right now. That would be shitty. After shaking like an ounce of shake, and I'm like, my lungs just aren't ready. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah. So it's been a fun type deal, right? It was banging. It's okay. It's okay. If somebody opens the door, we'll take care of it. Okay. There's a hammer. There's a hammer right there. I hope it's not someone we know. I'm gonna watch that tonight, dude. Though, but I mean, there's a lot in that movie that makes literally like.
I mean, although we didn't finish it, so maybe it comes together and makes sense.
Yeah, maybe. I'll give it time. I'm gonna keep going with it. What was the other one we're gonna watch? I think at some point, me and Loren are gonna have like, you know, a date night where we watch a movie. So I have some movies in. We're gonna watch. Phases.
I think maybe one of the next ones coming up. We're gonna watch RoboCop.
RoboCop, yeah.
Because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, she's never seen the
start movie. To finish. I mean, I've probably seen. You know, I've seen so many scenes from RoboCop in reviews, and it's always referenced. So I mean, I've seen a good chunk of RoboCop, but not ever beginning to end. Mm-hmm. So I'll do that. I think it sounds like.
I think it is fun. It's a fun movie. And I think that.
I think it sounds like.
I think you'll like it. Yeah, the original. That's the one I have fond memories of. I feel like that was a really good movie. Mm-hmm. And it actually was an original movie. Like at the time, there had been nothing really like it. I mean, now I understand it's just part of culture.
No, there was because
what?
Judge Dredd was first.
Oh, Judge Dredd was a comic.
It was a comic before RoboCop,
yeah, okay.
And then Judge Dredd the movie and
RoboCop
the
was
movie
kind
were
of
right about
based
the same
on Judge
time.
Dredd.
Yeah.
In fact, didn't they make RoboCop because they wanted to do Judge Dredd, but they couldn't get the rights or something?
Yeah, and then somebody else did, and it came out like almost at the same time, and they're like, "Oh, Judge Dredd's a ripoff of RoboCop," but it's really not. It's the other way around. Yeah.
Yeah, Peter Well, yeah, dude, he's perfect for that. He's perfect for that role for some reason. He's a robot, I guess. I don't know. Maybe he's really a robot. He's just acting naturally.
Act naturally.
I like that movie because it was so like it was really dark, but it was still funny. Like it was super violent and like and. Yeah, well, you'll just have to see it. It was good stuff. RoboCop.
I'm excited for it.
It's not all fun and games, though, okay? Just want you to know. There's fun.
I don't expect it to be all fun and games. I'm hoping that some of it is, like, blood and gore and murder and...
I feel like it's the sort of best mainstream, like, of, like, a trauma movie. I think you'll like it in that but it's not low budget. It's like if a trauma guy got some budget for doing stuff, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
Also had the dad from that 70s show. Really? I never saw that 70s show. What's that like? Did you ever watch it?
Yeah.
You watched that 70s show?
I mean, not like a lot. I didn't watch it regularly.
I don't even know if I ever saw episodes
of it, yeah?
I think I was like at that point not watching TV. Maybe like my kids had just been born or something. I liked the dad.
He was good.
Yeah, I never saw it. Sorry. I knew about it. I knew about the stars and stuff. They were always on like covers of stuff.
It was just like on everywhere for a while, and I ended up seeing it. I think a lot of people were like pretty into it, but
yeah, I feel like they were.
My roommates were really into it, so that's probably how I saw.
So you just saw it. Well, that's how I ended up watching like Friends for so many years. Is that so many people were into Friends, and like I was in college, and just everybody watched Friends. So if you went to hang out on Friends night, you just watched Friends.
I've seen Friends in the same way.
You know what I mean? And I did stop watching the show after I got out of school. That's really funny. Because there was no more real point in it, I guess. I missed like the last couple seasons because it was like, I just didn't care anymore, I guess.
I didn't necessarily care in the first place.
Oh, I did. I liked it for a while. I thought that was funny for a while. I was into Friends.
No, I never really was in. It was a social thing.
Maybe that's why I liked it,
see it with other people, but I wasn't going to go try to watch it.
Yeah, right. Okay. I mean, understandable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to... Here's the thing about it.
Yeah, it was just on for me. Like, if people were watching it and I was at their house, we were hanging out, fine. It was fine.
No, I actually
even parts that, like, made me laugh or whatever. But I wasn't going to, like...
Deliberately. No, I actually like deliberately went places and we like hung out specifically to watch Friends. Like you'd have our friends like get together and you'd have like fucking beer and shit.
We had a Simpsons get together.
Yeah, we did that too. Simpsons happened as well.
And we had a
watch Simpsons
an
every week. That was together. It was because that was what it was. If you remember, like the Simpsons and X-Files were on close. Like we would do a whole night of it or whatever.
Right. That was the deal. It was like a Simpsons and X-Files. That's like the last time I think I really had. That's the last time
I was like into a show
night.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. I think there was actually for a minute. It was something. It was like
for reminiscing. Yeah.
I don't know, like Star Search or something. Like American Idol, you know?
Oh, we were watching Survivor there. Even recently.
Right, no,
and Big Brother.
Know.
So we did watch Big Brother and Survivor.
Like where you... But
recently.
We record it. I guess there's a difference for me. Between the time when it was just on and we all gathered around and like circled it in the TV guide.
And got together like it was you had to be there. I mean,
you had to be there. Like you would have like a social event around it.
And I mean, you could record it, but you kind of missed out because everybody was already talking about it. Like if you missed it that day, then you might as well just forget it.
You were shit out of luck. You missed it. You couldn't be in on the conversation.
Right.
You had to wait for the next week, and they would do like the recap one like before or something.
Right, and you'd be like, "Oh, that's what I missed." And it happened because
or like late at night they'd re-show it at like 1 a.m. or something. You know? Oh, that was it. Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, that's true. They did do that. That was cool. They had like late night Star Trek for a while there, like the original too. I don't remember what that was on. It was like late night Q13 or something.
Yeah, you're right. But now you don't have to be there at that time. Yeah, so I don't think you have a social gathering the same way around the show.
No,
I mean, you still discuss it with people and things like that, but it's just different now.
Well, I used to have to set up a VCR recording every week for Buffy. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I did know a lot of people that did that. If they really liked a show, they would make sure they record it. And they'd have like a stack of lettered tapes and shit. And you're like, oh my God, wow. You know, which is cool. I mean, you're into the show, I guess. Buffy was one of those shows that's worth it. Like I actually we were just really talking
liked that
about
sometimes going over to friends' houses that had all the tapes of a show. That was cool. We were talking about what?
I don't remember. Was I talking about something?
You said, yeah, me and Lauren were talking about...
Oh, good shows. With that, when we were talking about shows, I did mention Buffy and Angel as like some of the ones that I actually like to watch, right? No one touched the TV. Yeah, right.
I'm recording. And if somebody fucked up your recording, was like the end, right?
Yeah, if you just pushed the wrong fucking button, it was over. And it was gone forever. You're just never going to see that episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
It made it all mean so much
tough
more,
times.
I think.
Tough times. A lot of people don't realize the hard times we went through. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty emotional.
I couldn't just go buy weed either. I had to go fucking...
sit
around some
fucking alley
for like
in
4
your friend's
hours.
Car...
Waiting for
smoking cigarettes for like 2 hours.
Because we didn't have phones to play on either. You just had to sit there with people. Wow. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Wow.
I do.
Holy shit.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any more of these good old days things. Because it wasn't better.
It's better now. When we're done here, we're going to walk to the store.
And buy some.
And we're going to purchase weed. Fantastic. It's so good. Actually, if we get a little money together, we're gonna, and if we can ever travel again, we're gonna go to Oregon and we're gonna buy mushrooms.
We're definitely getting some mushrooms.
Yeah. Like just
legally.
Walk into a store and be like, I'd like to buy some psychedelic mushrooms, please. And they'll be like, right here.
Right this way, sir.
Fuck yeah.
Would you be interested in these? Or these?
Love it. Love it. I think maybe it's going to help
cure
my mental health problems.
It's going to cure
I'm so excited.
Mental health problems, too.
Stream that?
Stream that? You wanted us to stream
Not the first time. You know, I'd stream that way,
eventually.
I think. Yeah.
Eventually.
But, you know, I am thinking that I kind of need...
Yeah, the first time has to be a ritual, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the first time I need it to be like maybe our safe space or whatever, something like that.
Go out in the fucking woods or whatever.
Yeah, but then
roll
Maybe
around in
I'd
the mud
stream
or
like doing like
something.
art projects or whatever.
Yeah. Art
We do
on
like finger
shrooms.
painting on shrooms or something.
Art
That'd be kind
on
of fun.
shrooms. Art on shrooms. That's our intro song. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's a terrible. Art on shrooms.
Everybody
art on
loves
shrooms.
art on shrooms.
We're taking masses of shrooms. And then we're doing art. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that was the end.
Da-da-da.
No.
You knew, didn't you? How did you know?
I just
How
had
did
a
you
funny
know?
feeling.
Wow, that's impressive. Hanging out. All right, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm into it. We can just do this like 2 days a week or whatever.
Yeah.
We're not as worried about financial stuff at this point, since we're just broke anyway, right? Why is Sean talking about the walls closing in? No, it's more like the walls look like they're breathing. That was always my experience.
Yeah.
It's like, the walls are breathing, bro. And then they'd be like, yeah, I know.
I always feel like they're seeping.
Seeping? I like breathing better. No, it is. It's like, they're like going in and out. And I'm like, whoa, my fucking God, dude.
Yeah.
Is the world alive, man?
Yeah. It is.
Bro, is it the heartbeat of the world? You okay? What's up?
It's just a lot to think about.
We went off on the shrooms tangent and Loren was just like, I can't.
You know, because our computer, like, you know, flashes all sorts of
Are you
lights
saying it was
and
starting
shit.
to get psychedelic when I started talking about it?
I think that'll be psychedelic if I take
You're going to
some
have like
shrooms.
flashbacks? Oh yeah, no, that. We'll just stare at our computer fans. You guys can't see them, but they just sort of glow and they make little patterns.
Yeah, glow and spin and shit. You know,
We'll just stare at those. Like, what did you do on shrooms? I just stared at my computer fan. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's fine, right? Mm-hmm. That's actually valid. I could see that where people be like, oh, dude, bro, nice. You know? Good job. I stared at the grass.
You know, our walls are perfect
For tripping, yeah.
for tripping.
Yeah, these walls are just like, you can make pictures, your mind can just make some stuff up.
Yeah.
I mean, that can be good or bad depending on what's going on in your mind. I mean,
But look at him. You can just see like all sorts of pictures in him. And there's the little guy painted down there.
Oh, yeah. It's boss shit. When I had delirium at the hospital, I thought the floor was a level escalator. That's what Bowman's saying now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
my
cool.
my ex-wife was on that, was Dilaudid or whatever at the hospital. She saw all kinds of shit was coming out of the TV. Like, I think that shit causes hallucinations, right? Or no?
I've done a lot of Dilaudid.
No hallucinations?
I have not had...
Well, there you go.
I mean, no, I've not had hallucinations on it.
Well, Bowman's not the first person at the hospital that I've heard had this crazy hallucination on meds.
But I did a lot of...
You were just too used to it. They gave you shit at the hospital. You're like, what's this rookie shit? What's this? Give me some.
I didn't get it Dilaudid at the hospital.
Give me something real. Yeah, right. Gotcha. You're like, I've never taken these medications through legal channels.
No.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, I got you.
I don't even know what you have to get a prescription for that. Like, I just paid for it.
I think you have to be really,
didn't.
you have to be
pay
really
for
messed
it.
up. Yeah, well, you did pay for it.
I mean, I paid in other ways.
Yeah, right.
I guess.
An umbrella turned into a flamingo. All right, well, that's kind of cool.
Yes!
I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
fantastic. I think, yeah, that sounds pretty good. That doesn't sound like a problem for me.
I could use some more flamingos around. They seem cool.
Our music stopped.
Do you want to go do it? Or you
Yeah,
want me to
I'll do
actually
it.
stand
I got it.
and move?
You want me to actually stand up and do stuff?
The man has such unrealistic expectations of me. He's always asking me, like, do stuff. Bowman says, it was fun, question mark. What? What was fun? Oh, the Dilaudid? I bet Loren did it because it was fun. Was it fun or was it not fun? Probably. I don't think it sounds like that much fun to me, honestly, from what I've heard. But hey, we all deal with the,
It's not about...
horror of existence in different ways.
It's not about having fun, Sean.
I didn't think so. It's about blotting out reality, Bowman.
Yeah. It's about blocking your demons.
Blocking your inner demons.
Yeah. Yeah. Or killing so many brain cells that you don't
Mm-hmm.
have to worry about anything anymore.
Oh, you're
So,
saying
yeah, it was fun.
Oh, you're saying your experience. You were saying it was fun, question mark. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I see. I got it now. Sometimes I miss,
fun.
like, intonation with,
Yeah.
you know.
It was fun.
Fun. Right. How you doing, Lorraine?
Good.
You having fun hanging out?
I'm having fun hanging out.
Yeah, me
I'm kind
too.
of thinking about, like,
Are you getting twitchy?
either
What's going on with you?
more
You feel twitchy.
coffee or...
Tea? I think we've had a lot of coffee. I think we should have some, like, herbal
guess
tea
it's tough.
and
I
then
wanna
have
smoke
more
a bowl.
coffee. Well, we have to go and get that if we
I
want to
know.
do that. I
That's
think we
the
should hang out a little bit longer, though. I'm still pretty. If you think about it, you're still pretty blasted, aren't you? Look deep within your heart. I want everybody out there right now, in the sound of my voice, to close your eyes and look within your heart. Look within your heart right now and ask yourself, am I high enough right now?
No, that's a no.
Lorraine, that wasn't even very long. You didn't even look very long.
I see. My heart is like.
Bowman says your beard is coming in nicely. Thank you. Yeah, it's just growing like crazy. It's kind of in a weird phase right now where it's all lopsided and
Look,
crazy
he
looking.
can like get it.
If I can go kind of Civil War on it if you want. Let's see. Dear Jane. Not Jane, right? What was it? Dear Penelope.
Penelope, that's good.
I write this from the front after having lost all hope. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Now you got to put it back down. You can't leave it like that.
No.
That would just be... Yeah, anyway, it's been fun. This is called my quarantine. I just was like, fuck everything. This is my fuck everything beard. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it all.
Fair.
Kenjiro, who dares summon me. Welcome. How you doing?
It is we.
It is us.
Deathclam Games.
Deathclam Games has summoned thee.
Lego.
I thought so. I thought the who has summoned me would. But here you're Kenjiro, or should we still call you Lego?
Yeah.
Maybe we should still call him.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't
We're gonna forget.
We'll probably.
I mean,
forget.
it's up to you. We want to respect that.
But we're kind of. You know.
Who knows?
Anyway, welcome,
Who
man.
knows? It's a
We're just gonna
crapshoot.
start doing this on the weekend again. Really, just what Sunday and maybe Monday. Are we doing it Monday?
Sunday and Monday.
Is
Yeah.
that what we're doing?
Kenjiro. Oh, it's your channel.
Oh, that's your channel. Nice. Well, cool.
We'll follow you.
Yeah, we'll have to
go
go
check it
follow
out.
you and stuff, so we can like look at each other's videos. Mm-hmm. We should comment on everybody's video. I think that helps, like the algorithm or
It
whatever.
does, yeah.
And comments are nice anyway, right?
I like to see. I think it might be a good way to find other like music and videos and shit too.
Right. They always say in all the YouTube videos, they're like, remember to ask people to comment something specific. That's why you always get those. It's always seemed kind of forced to me, though, like, since you're supposed to do it. Like, all those YouTubers,
Make
like...
sure to like and subscribe.
Well, beyond that, they're always like, make sure to leave what you think about baked pretzels in the comments.
Right, because you're supposed to do that. The call to action.
Yeah,
right.
right. So, everybody, make sure to let us know what you think of baked pretzels in the comments section. And...
Now, everybody, we're gonna actually get people telling us how they feel about baked pretzels.
No, we won't. I guarantee.
We're not
I bet
gonna
nobody's
look
going to
at
say
the
a thing
fucking-
about baked pretzels. Nobody's going to say a word about baked pretzels in the comments. We'll
I haven't
see.
baked a pretzel yet because you actually have to boil it first.
You have to boil the pretzel first, the dough.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah. Sean grew a beard,
Yes.
like kind of a.
It's got like I've been
beard.
growing it for like a few months now. Although it's uneven right now. It's in a weird, awkward phase, I guess. Let me turn it this way. But it still looks good. People seem to think it's okay.
Maybe you should I get your brush?
Should I? Is it just
I'll
like?
get your brush. Do you want tea?
Yeah, let's do tea right now.
Okay.
And then we can hang out for a little bit longer. Maybe have a little tea.
Have a
and
cup
then
of tea.
Go get some pot.
Okay.
We are just chilling though. Which I like. I like this new stream style. So basically the whole idea of our new stream idea is just that we're literally just hanging out. Before we always tried to make it about something or whatever. Well, at first we didn't. But this time...
We're back to not making it about anything again.
Yeah, it's back to not being about anything.
Full circle.
There you go, Bowman. My dearest Esther. Yeah, that's a good one. Esther. Oh, that reminds me of Dear Esther. There's a game.
You know, it's just pronounced Esther.
It's not Esther. My dear Esther, it has been a month of Sundays since I last wrote you. The battlefield is bitter and cold, but your heart warms my soul every time I think of you. Your humble suitor, Ethan P. Crumb.
Ethan.
Nice.
Ethan P.
Good
Crumb.
one, dude.
That
That's a
sounds
good
great.
note
It's
from the
perfect.
Civil War battlefield, dude.
Yeah.
Dude. Maybe you should be a Civil War soldier, Bowman.
Yeah.
You should think about. Did you ever think about that as a career? I mean, I know you're doing the driving thing or whatever, but you know you like movies or whatever. But think about Civil War soldier. You've got the letter part. Like when they ask you on the resume, when you're like, "Yeah, I'd like to become a Civil War soldier," they'll just be like, "Well, can you write a good letter to a loved one at home? Perhaps a, distant wife, cousin even, cousin wife. I mean, what? Can you do that?" And Bowman, all you have to do is just scribble on there and just be like, "Yes, I can." Watch, I'll just dash one off right now. You can just write a letter right there, like right on the resume. Just write it. Is this part of the Kenjiro? Is this part of the Civil War letter? Dearest Esther, I'm just laying on the ground letting the AI kill all the enemies because I don't have a pistol, and I'm doing the pistol's only challenge. That does sound like it. I've always fancied a musket. Yes, Bowman. I thought a musket seems like... Okay, well, here's the deal. A musket seems fun to actually shoot. Because, it's like blam, and you're shooting an actual fucking tiny cannonball or whatever. But then you got to reload it. And it looks like a real process. You got like dumping it. It's like... You're sitting there getting shot at. You're reloading your musket. I'm honestly just not sure. I'm just not sure about it. But maybe if you were just shooting the musket and not being shot at while you were trying to reload a musket, it could be more fun. I'm not going to lie. That's just my personal opinion, But, to be real, maybe I've thought about muskets, maybe too much. Too much in my life, honestly. I think I've thought about muskets a lot more than perhaps the average citizen. Oh, COD Call of Duty Black Ops 1? Isn't the one, wait, which is out right now? Is it Call of Duty Ronald Reagan out right now? Call of Duty Ronald Reagan. Isn't that the new one? Dude. I don't know. I heard they brought the campaign back and people like it now. Call of Duty. Like at the end, I think the final boss is literally Ronald Reagan. Cold War. Yeah, no, I know. I was just calling it that because of the commercial. I see the commercial all the time, and it's like literally Ronald Reagan being like, "Hey, we got to do stuff." Was that a good impersonation? Hey, this is Ronald Reagan. Want to tell the American people? No, that's not Ronald Reagan at all.
Look, just a minute, everybody. Just say hi.
Ooh, look at that.
Hi.
Hi, Koa. She's actually on camera. It's weird. I did actually pick up Koa earlier. She's a feral cat. She's not really socialized. She was like, we found Koa under a bush. Yeah. She'd been attacked. She was almost dead.
In the Starbucks drive-thru.
Yeah. It took
us probably a good half hour to actually catch her.
Yeah, we had to catch her first. She still had a lot of fight left, I guess.
Yeah.
And then they had her for a week or 2 weeks or something because she wasn't going to make it. Like, the cat was on the last leg, and now here she is.
From downstairs. I'm running downstairs real quick.
No, I think I'm good. So anyway, yeah, it's amazing she allowed you to pick her up and put her on camera. That's the special moment, everyone, that you got to witness. I mean, rewind it and watch the video later if you want to experience the magic again. That's amazing, but that's just the way it is here. But Call of Duty Richard Nixon. There's no shooting. You just take pictures of documents. It's it's not as fun as the other Call of Duties, to be honest with you. You do that. You do that once in a while. It's there's a special control. You go, roar. Richard Nixon jokes. I'm sure a lot of people get those, right? You're like, oh, Richard Nixon. Yeah, that's really funny. Thanks. I haven't played Cold War yet, so I'm trying to avoid spoilers. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. It's not really Ronald Reagan. That was a joke. I know nothing about it. Just so you know, I want to clear that up that no one... Ronald Reagan is not the final boss of Call of Duty.
Oh. Did you say that?
Yeah, I did say that. Like, I was like, hey, I don't want spoilers, man. And I was like, well, actually, though, just to be real, it's not actually. I'm going to go ahead and say that, yeah, he doesn't have Call of Duty. Or maybe, what if I'm wrong and the final boss actually is Ronald Reagan? I'd feel pretty dumb then. Lego comes back and was like, dude, it was Ronald Reagan. And I was like, whoa. That's news to me, man. I think it'd be funnier if it was Richard Nixon. Right? I mean, come on, seriously. Like Ronald Reagan and Richard Nixon had like a pistol battle. Come on. You never know. It could be Godzilla. It could be like Call of Duty could be anything. It could be zombie Godzilla. You know? Zombie Godzilla. Call of Duty. One thing you want to make sure not to do is make the boss a woman, though, right? Then everybody'd be mad. Huh?
What kind of tea do you want?
I'll have mint. I just need like a... Before we have another thing of coffee, I need like a mint tea. Or was that not Call of Duty? What was that thing where everybody got up in arms? It was like unrealistic. I can't remember what... I think that was Call of Duty. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Battlefield. I don't even remember anymore. Battlefield, Call of Duty. I will admit that I really liked... I played Warzone for like 2 months. Just like a lunatic. Remember, I was playing Warzone for like...
It was pretty much non-stop.
Hours a day. Hours a day just playing Warzone. So I do like the... Actually, the thing about Call of Duty is I really like the movement. Which is way more fun. I really want to see...
It's all about that,
Now it's Cold War or whatever, I guess. I don't know.
Darkest Dungeon.
What about Darkest Dungeon?
That's all we're playing anymore.
Yeah, we're just... By the way, yeah, Darkest Dungeon. That's the game we're playing right now. It's the best. Oh, Call of Duty and the Civil War. Actually, I would like them... The problem with that is it's tougher because it's more about like maintaining like battle lines and stuff. It's a different kind of warfare. I think I've always wanted to see like a Civil War, Revolutionary War, maybe even like a European musket and pike type thing. There was a time when like melee weapons.
The name of a game, musket and pike.
Yeah, it was. That's what I'm saying. I've always liked that era of history because it's like it had melee weapons and firearms at like the exact same point. You had this whole group of like guys that had muskets but they still had horses. They had rifles. They had giant spears.
Yeah.
They had to march in formation, you know, crazy stuff like that. I don't think it sounds fun to do, but I'll play a game about it. I don't want to actually get out there, you know?
Yeah, well, I feel the same way about
Yeah.
I think most games, honestly.
Yeah, right. Oh, I'm now like that in Fortnite level 228. Dude, yeah. We made it to... We got our guy.
We stopped when we got the hollow skins we
got
wanted.
hollow
We
skin
stopped.
Wolverine and then
Yeah,
just quit.
hollow Wolverine, and I didn't play after that.
We haven't played in like a month now.
Yeah, we got hollow Wolverine right before Halloween. So after
it was pretty
that,
crazy. We went pretty hard.
Because here's the thing: we mistakenly thought that the battle pass was done on October 30th.
Right.
So we worked our little asses off to get all of our hollow skins by then.
Yeah.
It didn't end until November 30th.
Right.
So we were just...
We just had like time, and we were like, I need a break.
Played a lot of Fortnite for a minute
need a
there.
break.
That was pretty intense.
The new season's Tuesday.
I'm ready for we actually have V-Bucks for the new battle pass, so I'm ready to see something new.
No, we don't. We have to earn the first 100 free V-Bucks to get the battle pass.
That'll take 2 seconds.
It won't take long. That first 100
I
V-Bucks
think we still have like...
Oh, we could buy
we
one
have
of those.
PlayStation Bucks. We can buy one of those little packs.
Yeah, we could buy a pack for Dude Mo.
Yeah. We've got like $4 or whatever, $5.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so we're excited. I'm excited about that. I mean, although we're just playing Darkest Dungeon now, I don't even know if we're going to start playing Fortnite. Maybe
We'll see where we're at with Darkest Dungeon when we get there. I mean, we've been playing a good amount of that game, honestly. But it's a different pace for me. I could see definitely having Fortnite and Darkest Dungeon
Oh yeah.
take up space for me. But we'll see. I've also been...
We've been doing a lot of other stuff.
I've been baking pretty much nonstop.
Right.
Like, I baked a bunch of stuff. I made crescent rolls this week and berry cobbler.
We did do the, some
and
Thanksgiving
a chocolate
food.
cake also. So that was a 2-day thing because I bake it one day and decorate it another day.
Bowman just bought a gift card for V-Bucks. Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
You're hooked now too on the cosmetics, aren't you? That's what had it for us.
Honestly, I hear a lot of people giving shit to the cosmetics. Why would you even... it doesn't help you win. First of all, obviously, I wouldn't buy it if it did help me.
I'm not buying
a
a play for win game. I don't even like
pay to win. I don't like that.
Oh, play for win. Pay to win, right?
Yeah, I don't like pay to win. I think that's gross.
Right.
But it's that's the whole reason I play. It's like artwork.
Yeah. Why I'm looking at the character for, a certain amount of day. Why wouldn't I want it to look cool?
Yeah, I'm watching the character and I want it to look new and different and bright and fun. And
yeah, I don't know why nobody puts any
explore.
value on that, but it is there, and obviously people do put value on it. They wouldn't be buying all the Fortnite skins.
Right.
So the people who are saying why would you buy a skin, I think, are just don't understand.
Well, I think a lot of people that
or you
are just
discount
like
aesthetics.
battle pass,
Yeah,
or like, well, just do the ones on the battle,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess that makes sense.
I like the fashion aspect. That's like what draws me to Fortnite versus other games.
Right.
Is the fashion aspect. Like Call of Duty,
The skins are...
they're boring and they all look the fucking same.
No, they had some... Remember I bought that, demon guy, the forest demon guy?
But you had to, yeah, that's true.
I did like
that
him.
looked kind of cool. So there's a couple that look good. I'm not saying there's none that look good.
But mostly they don't. Mostly they just look like guys
mostly
in,
they look the same.
Military gear.
And I'm kind of over that thing. I like having everybody bright and different and whatever thing is going on, if it's like the David Pumpkins or if it's Marvel or if it's whatever the fuck, you can bring it in.
Yeah, but yeah, but there's a fine line between having colorful, cool skins and messing up the theme. Because something like Call of Duty is supposed to be more serious. You can't necessarily. Do you really want just a bunch of weird skins like in Fortnite?
Okay, so there was a time to complain about that in Call of Duty, and that time was approximately 17 years ago.
Okay.
The first time they brought zombies in.
No, I understand that. I'm not saying. I'm just saying I can see that as an argument.
It's nice to have games that are serious, where the guns are real,
Right.
they feel real, they look real. I think that
Right.
what was it? Rainbow, I think, tried to do that.
Rainbow Six
That was
had some
kinda
wild
cool.
looking skins there for a second.
Yeah, I did, but Rainbow had too many operators.
It started getting too much. I gotta be honest.
I think they could have gone skins instead of operators. Maybe I think the meta got fucked.
Yeah, kinda. I mean, they keep working on it.
I
They're at
mean,
least working on it.
regularly, but that's kind of nice that it's always new. It's more like Clash Royale.
Somebody's buying skins. Fortnite's worth $2 billion. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's buying this stuff. It's true. Although I think Fortnite really has slowed down. I think they're still making a lot of money. I don't think they're just the crazed juggernaut that they were.
They can't be. Especially after their whole iTunes store.
Yeah, the
debacle.
iTunes, right. I
I think
wonder
they
how
had a
much that hurt
plan.
them.
They knew it was going to hurt them. They knew it.
Right.
I'm wondering how close their numbers came to what actually happened. I feel like they had kind of some plans that didn't work out. Even though they were planning on a lot of that. I don't think
I think they were
the way
overconfident in
they'd
their
expected.
legal battle somehow.
I think so too.
I think they really thought they had it.
And who knows what exactly went on the inside, but I definitely get that impression.
Epic is buying everything, but they think they're going to run out of money here pretty quick. I think everybody's it's going to kind of crash. People, at least in America, but maybe
Steam needs a real competitor, and so I'm glad they moved into that market. I think Steam was definitely
Steam needed a kick in the ass.
It was getting complacent, and everybody complained at first when Epic started playing that game.
I didn't complain.
I didn't, even though they kind of sucked at first. We needed another marketplace.
We did.
That had to happen.
Although admittedly, I have not been going to the Epic marketplace. I literally bought one title off of there, and then it glitched out and stopped working, and I kind of just... I'll go there for their free games sometimes, and we have 100 games on there, because they were giving them away free for
I'm going back to buying games again, though.
Yeah, me too. For a while,
You know,
I was like, you don't need to buy a game. You
don't
just
need
get
to
free
buy-
games.
They're all free.
But I realize that's not true anymore. I think there was a time when that was true. But that time's over now.
There was a glut of games. You didn't have to pay for them.
But now there's a glut of games, but they're not really good.
There's free games everywhere, but
yeah.
I'd rather pay for something that is a little bit more crafted at this point. Even if it's a mobile game or a phone game, I think there's mobile games that are well crafted.
I'd rather pay for the mobile game, and then I don't want to deal with your weird monetization shit.
Right.
I get that makes more money for you, so you might not be inclined to make the... Although Polytopia did it, and I think they did it successfully, because they still have DLC, so to speak, but it's not like you don't need it.
They came out with an update just a couple days ago. I was a little bit surprised. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, honestly. They're still working on it. So, I mean, there's some games that can do it where you just buy Polytopia, right? It was like $2. Or, no, it is free if you want another tribe, like the other tribes. You can unlock tribes for money.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Bowman says he doesn't think Battle Royale is popular anymore. No, I think they overdid Battle Royale. I mean, I loved it.
Everybody did their Battle Royale for a minute, and that's great. I'm glad that happened.
I even still like the mode, so to speak.
Yeah.
On certain things.
And I'm glad we're going back to other stuff now.
I'm glad we're maybe moving on from
We went back. We had to go back to a campaign,
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, we're going back to RPG. Just like, I would say it's a standard... Like, it's got a lot of awesome, like, new features for RPGs, but it's still, like, at heart, that standard dungeon crawler.
Like a table... It
RPG,
is. And it is a tabletop dungeon crawler. It was just converted to being a...
And now it's where you don't have to do the accounting and figure out all the modifiers and all that. But it's really, at heart, that's what the game is.
I don't want to keep all these stats. And, like, the stress is affected differently based on where you're at and the torch and your guys' things. And I don't want to calculate all that stuff anymore.
Right. And that's why it's really cool. Like, I would rather play that.
Yeah.
Honestly. Anyway, yeah.
And then, like, Among Us started happening. So then I think that was
I got quickly tired of Among Us, though.
Right, but it's leading to a new wave of games that aren't
there's social. That are like social
games.
Yeah. And I think that's really cool. That's more what I want to go, Yeah, I think Battle Royale's always going to be around now. It's like, it's going to always be a mode in games. Like, for Call of Duty's going to have their Battle Royale mode. They're going to have their deathmatch. They're going to have their whatever.
Like, all of a sudden, every single game in the world had to have, like, a wave of a horde mode or whatever.
Yeah, right, exactly. Or when multiplayer first came out, every game had to, like, somehow have a multiplayer
and
component.
Then it wasn't a game unless it was multiplayer.
Right,
and then, of course, eventually there's a pushback.
Right.
So we expand. I like that.
Anyone remember when Call of Duty copied Clash of Clans? What? No. Did that happen? Is that real?
But I never really played Clash of Clans.
Me neither. My son did.
So it wasn't up on that too much. Although I've thought about it. I think the barrier to entry would be too high now. But otherwise I would do it. What did they copy about it? I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I play Clash Royale though. Yeah, it's called Call of Duty Heroes. Oh, no way.
I think I've heard of it,
funny.
actually. But
so they tried to make a Clash of Clans. That's cool, though.
Call of Duty, I'm aware of, like, original Call of Duty. And then I skip all those years.
All those many years.
Many years, and I become aware of Call of Duty again, like, last year. Is basically what happened.
Gotta go back to basement GoldenEye LAN parties. I mean, you can never go back again. Nobody wants to do that anymore. It was fun at the time because it was the coolest thing you could do. Right? As far as video games and, like, being able to multiplayer and
stuff. As far as video games to be, I'm like, the coolest thing you could do... No.
That reminds me, we were just watching that, like, we were watching about the 80s D&D panic. We were watching some videos.
That original Tom Hanks' first movie.
Tom Hanks' first movie was this anti-D&D, like...
Dark Dungeon.
No. Was he the one that did... No, he did the pre-Dark Dungeon one. There was one called Dark Dungeon.
Oh, that's the one I want to watch. That's
he did
the
one called, like, Maze of Death or something. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Dorito... Exactly, Bowman. You could fucking have Doritos and Mountain Dew. That's the real true beauty of LAN parties.
You can have Doritos and Mountain Dew
No, but that was a really good excuse to eat Doritos and Mountain Dew.
You could just eat them
Yeah.
now.
Mm-hmm. You could. It's true.
That movie was terrible.
You saw it.
The Tom Hanks one was terrible.
Yeah, the Dark Dungeons was awesome.
The Dark Dungeon looks incredible because
there's this scene. Okay, there's
a
scene.
Heard of it?
Oh yeah, have you heard of this movie? It's like an anti-D&D. It's by this guy, the Chick Tracks guy. You must know about Chick Tracks.
Like, it's made very seriously anti-D&D, but the actors that were hired to do it, they play it completely straight.
Yeah.
But
they don't play it ironically.
Being subversive with everything they do, and so I'm really curious to see it.
Right, it's pretty cool. So anyway, I guess
I want to see that one. So
yeah,
but I also want to see the Tom Hanks one, just because
the Tom Hanks one looks so bad.
Actually,
though.
You know what? Here's the thing. I'm glad that we just watched the review because I don't think that I need to see the whole movie. To enjoy it.
But it's just funny how like people were so like freaked out about Dungeons and Dragons.
They're always freaked out about something.
And then it turned to video game. Then it turned to Grand Theft Auto, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Remember GTA and oh no, all our kids are gonna
start robbing people for their
start murdering hookers.
Yeah,
they already
hookers.
were, asshole. Like
that's not new, man. It didn't take Grand Theft Auto.
Nobody's gonna go start murdering that wasn't gonna go murder anyway.
True. I think that murder's gonna murder. Mm-hmm. What spy movie was that, Kenjiro? Or Lego, should I say? A spy. There's a lot of bad spy movies, by the way. James Bond got really bad there for a while. Like in the late 70s, early 80s. I watched, when I was a kid, I watched a lot of James Bond movies. There was a ton of them, so I'd always rent a James Bond movie, right? Mm-hmm. Man, some of those were, oof. That Roger Moore shit was just... Some of that, yeah, I know.
I didn't watch like a lot of James Bond movies, I guess. Mm-hmm. You know, when it started being the newer ones again, I guess I started.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch the newer ones. I was over it by then.
I watched a couple of the Sean Connery ones.
Hooker's going up. That's right, Bowman. Truer words have never spoken.
Well...
Not if we had UBI.
Yeah. Some hookers would still hook.
Yeah, I think some people...
Some would. I know some sex workers that are really happy with their work, but they live in a different environment.
I would also say that, the majority of sex workers
to.
Probably aren't as happy.
I've known some sex workers that are not doing it willingly also.
Right, exactly.
It didn't really have much of a choice.
I think that's not real cool.
Great big disparity.
Yeah.
UBI would solve that.
That would kind of solve that issue, wouldn't it? What was that thread? It was something like... It was talking about how prostitution was illegal, but it was a thread like from all over the world. People are like, what are you talking about? Prostitution's illegal. It's totally legal.
It's legal.
Like everywhere else around the world.
Yeah.
It's just the U.S. that's fucking
It's the
backwards.
U.S. that's fucked. Like Germany, France, like all the other modern civilized nations. Prostitution's just legal.
Right.
It's just legal.
It's kind of weird that it's not.
This is the weird shit, is that it's legal in the U.S., if you're filming it and paying like the Screen Actors Guild fees or whatever.
Right. If you make it into a movie, it's legal.
Then it's okay. As long as there's some dude making money off of it and not the woman like with her own...
Yeah, having like, agency or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems to be a big deal in the U.S.
Dinner.
All right, man. Have a good dinner.
Sounds good. Turkey, do you still have leftovers? We ate all our pie.
We don't have leftovers. It's all gone. No, I think there's a couple like scraggly ass scalloped potatoes left. I don't think anybody's gonna eat them though.
I think they're now for the garden.
Maybe for the garden.
Remember those potatoes on the counter at Thanksgiving, and we were like,
No, that's good. That's good. We'll move on. Well, this is actually pretty fun.
How was everybody's
I like
Thanksgiving?
Like
oh my god, it was kind of...
Yeah, I know. It was weird for us.
Are we just doing it differently now?
I think
we're not going to ever go back, huh?
We're going to do it totally differently than that. I found out there was a World War II fighter ace that shot down 352 aircraft. It's a lot. What the hell was that guy up to? What was he on, man? He was an overachiever.
Yeah, he was an overachiever. I wonder if that was somebody that was just going to, once again... He was going to go shoot people down in a plane.
Yeah, he just liked murdering.
Anyway.
He was just like, I'm just big into that.
And then you were like, hey, now you're a hero for doing it and we're going to pay you.
He's like, well, that sounds great. since that's what I do.
Fuck yeah!
Well, kind of like the Red Baron or whatever. Like
the Red Baron.
He eventually got shot down. He was in World War One. You know, because you just, you know, you go up in those planes enough times, you're gonna get shot down. That's just the way it goes. And those guys can't stop.
I think the whole deal with him too was that he wore that whatever red cape or something so that people could actually see him. So he was showing off, like, come fucking get me.
He was talking shit, basically.
Because those planes were not much faster, or really not faster than like a car, right?
Unless you were diving.
And it's like those biplanes, right? So you could get down low to the ground and probably be going like 50, 60 miles an hour or some shit. Like, people can just like shoot your ass.
Right, you're not going fast enough to like avoid getting shot out of the air.
Right.
Like today's planes. Right. Those were just sort of puttering along. You're like, okay.
You probably like run and jump on the side of it or some shit, you know?
You jump on the side.
They did. They had like the wing walkers and things like that would actually get out on the plane wings and do stunts and like walk across them. I always thought that'd be kind of fun.
That sounds insane. There was a movie about that, I think, with like Paul Newman or something, where he was one of those guys. Oh, it was kind of awful though. Like it was tragic.
I like Paul Newman.
There was a lot of tragedy.
I thought it was a tragedy that I was born too late for Paul Newman.
That's true. Sorry, Lorraine. Yeah. It's life. Look at the sun's coming through.
Well, I think you know, I decided to have this beer instead of tea.
Okay. So
I think when I finish it, do you want to go on a walk and head out?
Let's just That sounds good to me.
He was a German pilot. And the Germans had the Messerschmitt Bf-109, which is without a doubt the best fighter plane at the time.
So it was a technological advantage to start off. They had to figure out how to make their plane compete. They were like, this plane's killing everyone.
You know, aeronautics at the time went through some major changes and upheavals too. It was pretty cool, all the stuff that was going on with planes, and there were definitely like an arms race in like planes and flight mechanics and things like that. And there was like accuracy versus stability versus how many guns it could hold. You know, there's a whole lot that went into each.
Yeah, right. Because it was all about weight. Cool. You know, it reminds me that I had like an old RPG. What was that? Car Wars. Does anybody? No. Let me know in the comments if you ever heard of Car Wars. Nobody's heard of Car Wars. Anyway, it was cool because the whole thing about the thing was you built a car. That was part of it. And you had to balance like the engine, the power, the amount of guns you put on it. Because like the heavier guns you put on it makes it go slower and maneuver bad. And
you know who's heard of Car Wars, I bet, is James May.
Yeah, James May probably played Car Wars.
Probably. He's like maybe the only other human on the planet.
Well, no, it was pretty popular there
like
in the 80s, I think.
Yeah.
So then he might have actually played it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun. I actually really enjoyed it. It was a fun one. But it was one of those where, like, nowadays it would be so much better is just to, you know, to take care of all that accounting.
I mean, they probably do. They do that all. Like, I was playing I might actually go back and play more of that. The racing game.
Yeah, the
Dirt Rally.
Yeah,
I like that. Cool. Dirt Rally is great because it's like so technical and it's all about like what tire you have and how you rotate them, and I kind of like that, getting into it for each racetrack and really optimizing.
Mm-hmm. See, there we go. The British responded.
The Spitfire. See, the Spitfire.
I've heard of that one.
For the first time, there was a plane that could match the Messerschmitt Bf-109. On relatively
BF-109.
I'm just gonna go ahead and call it the Mess. Can we call it the Mess from now on? That sounds kind of cool.
The Messio. Mesalodon.
The Spitfire and the Mess is what I'm going with. Actually, it sounds like
you're probably gonna really anger World War II historians.
No, it sounds like a movie title. I think it sounds cool.
Fair.
I'm gonna anger somebody somehow.
Loren just does anger people. That's just your thing. That's just your thing. You just do that.
It's kind of fun. It's like little old me, though. Come on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's pretty great. Yeah, I'm kind of liking this new stream, though, just hanging out. We can just fucking hang out.
I'm curious, Kenjiro, can you hear our music at all?
Oh, yeah.
Like, we picked music that we don't really think is going to be an issue.
Yeah, hopefully in the first place. Yeah.
And we're trying to hear it, so like we just hear it, and it's not.
Yeah,
like
I don't necessarily
the
need
focal
everybody to hear
point.
it. I know Twitch has been going through that whole thing of just like giving people strikes and stuff or whatever for not strikes. It's not strikes on Twitch. The takedown stuff though, because of just music in the background.
And I heard, what's Twitch been like? P.S. Have you been over
yeah,
there?
have you
Are
guys
the
been hanging
ads
out
just
over
like
there?
a mess?
Yeah. We heard there's
entirely?
some adpocalypse shit going on over there. So we'll see.
I'm curious if there's other platforms that are popping up.
I think YouTube's going to go through that too here real quick.
Well, they're doing the same thing. They're putting ads on everybody's channels now.
Right.
But what I like about YouTube a little bit better is
Right.
that, okay, so we might get demonetized, but we're not going to get videos taken down.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So
that is kind of
that's fine. You go ahead and demonetize us. We weren't monetized in the first place.
It's like we're monetized, yeah. We're not making money.
But we're not in threat of like legal action that we would be with like Twitch, where we could just lose our entire channel by having music play in the background.
Yeah, I know. It's like, oh my god, wow, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, I hope they fix that at some point.
I hope so too. It's not cool. And they're taking down Twitch Sings, which is sad.
That is really sad.
I think Twitch Sings was fun.
Yeah, I did enjoy Twitch Sings. I think it's at the end of the year though. We could still do one, I suppose, if we get in the mood. I'm not sure though.
January something is the end of Twitch. I kind of might want to do a going away goodbye to Twitch Things. Yeah, like a nostalgia, like farewell thing.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
Although we come
to the end of the road. We should stop that right now.
For legal purposes, that's not a song.
That's not actually a real song. We just fucking going to copyright strike ourselves there. Boom. Luckily, no one really watched. I think that's where we're okay right now.
Not recognizable as music to YouTube.
Yeah,
the
I
algorithm
don't think.
search thing. I think
they're
we're
like,
okay.
what was that shit? What did you
okay.
just do there? Yeah, it's not sure.
The U.S. had the P-51 Mustang. Yeah, they did, didn't
We
they?
got the Mustang, the Spitfire.
Which I'm pretty sure was a decent fighter plane. And the Russians had the Yak fighter.
The
which I'm sure
Yak.
was okay, but not as good as the Spitfire.
Yak 12. I just made
Did
that up.
Ford actually make the engine for the P-51? I think they did. Because, or was it McLaren?
Maybe it was some dude named Joe.
Whoa, our camera just went like wonk.
I mean, we all know about Joe.
Sad thing was that in the Pacific Theater, that the U.S. had torpedo planes, but the torpedoes wouldn't go off 90% of the time. Yeah, so essentially you're just dropping a rock in the ocean. Yeah, but a lot of those torpedoes though, they're still alive. Like my uncle is a scuba diver, and he scuba dives in that area a lot because obviously that's where the planes are, and it's an interesting.
I bet a lot of them are
place to
getting
scuba
like
dive.
rusted out though.
But they have places where you can't go because they still have, live
like munitions,
missiles and shit like in the water.
Wow. Oh, I just read this thing. Oh no, it was a video. It was about the first ironclad, like it got sunk in the Civil War. And they've always known it was down there, but never really had the money to pull it up for research. But like just a couple years ago, they tried to like look at it again, and it's like almost completely fallen apart. Like after things stay underwater long enough, like eventually those bombs will just get corroded.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's still maybe a couple.
So
though,
a
that
lot
might
of
blow up.
the metals and things will be rusted
Yeah.
and corroded. But, underwater, salt water is a great preserver.
You think so? I feel like stuff does go like the wreck of
Depending
the
on what it is.
Titanic or whatever.
It depends on the type of metal. Some, obviously, corrosive materials just love to eat up.
Yeah.
Right? And some will sit there forever and ever and ever.
And just sit there. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know the chemical makeup difference in those things, but I know that salt water has a preservation.
We're not scientists here,
ability
okay?
as well.
We don't know any of this. We're just making stuff up, honestly. Loren just made that all up, yeah. Right?
It sounds good, though.
Loren just made up a bunch of stuff about science. I could make up stuff, too. If I wanted to. But
It wouldn't sound as good.
No, it wouldn't. It'd be stuff like, yeah, so anyway,
There's also a good chance that, like, when I
there's
make stuff
spirits
up,
in
like,
the metal that get angry
it
underwater.
could be just correct.
Right, yeah.
Did our music stop again?
Maybe it's in between albums. Gee, it seems grim. Seems like just silence.
Okay. I'll be right back. I can't handle that.
Okay, fair. It was eerie. This is the eerie part of the stream, everybody. You get like every...
I want to know what kitten pooped where.
Boy, I'm seriously smelling like something just really awful. So first we had like the horror of silence, and then we have the horror of like olfactory assault. So I mean, yeah, the cat, woof.
Is there a kitten
That's no
that
good.
can poop in the bed or something? Awful?
We don't know. Just probably on the floor. Just right on the floor. We don't know.
Actually, nice in here. Nice and clean smelling in here. This is just... Yeah, just... Somebody took a giant dump. In the litter box. I hope. I think. In the litter box.
Fair. Are you okay? Remember, we don't have to do anything. We're just hanging out. This is the new Deathclam Games just chatting stream. It's like totally relaxed. I know our old stream, we used to like answer every comment and like we used to try to talk all the time and stuff.
We're not even trying to
I don't
do
have
any
to
of that
make
anymore.
myself talk. I talk plenty. If we just sit
This
here
is
for a
my
second.
social life. This is like, I can't go out to the bar.
Literally, this is just us hanging out. Like if you want to say something,
Here we are.
feel free. We're hanging out. We're just sitting here.
You're a dumb bitch. It's okay.
You can say that.
You can say that.
That's fine. We'll probably say something similar. But
Yeah? Takes
Yeah,
one to know one.
your mom. Right? Something like that. I'd probably say, I like the your mom. I think that really cuts to the heart of a lot of things.
That's what she said.
Your mom. Right? See how it worked there? You just said a thing. I just said your mom because it was your mom that said that thing. Suddenly. Right?
Yeah.
And now you're thinking about your mom.
I'm not. I was thinking about... I wasn't thinking about your mom.
Okay, right, fair.
I was thinking about your mom jokes, though.
Yeah, totally. Your mom.
And
jokes
how,
are
like,
best.
they've never really quite gone out of style for me. Your
They
mom,
never.
and that's what she said.
When I was a kid, people were telling your mama jokes, and now they're still talking about your mom. Mm-hmm. I would say it's lost a little bit of the flair,
Talking
though.
about know your mom since like way before that.
Like, did Shakespeare have a your mother joke? I think it was like "Thyest mother is obese" or something like, right? Globularly
It would be weird
obese.
to me if Shakespeare didn't have some sort of your mom joke
Yeah.
somewhere. I'm pretty certain it exists.
If anybody out there is a Shakespeare caller,
Go ahead and leave in the comments.
Scholar.
Your favorite William Shakespeare your mom joke.
We've done a lot of calls out in the comments. I wonder if anybody's going to write anything in the comments.
We'll be hearing about
Tell us your
pretzels.
favorite Shakespeare your mom joke
Shakespeare.
in the comments. Yeah, and then Shakespeare, right. Yeah, like anybody knows about Shakespeare. Does anybody even know who Shakespeare is? Nobody cares, do they? He actually wrote, he wrote one of the parts of the Bible. It was Romeo and Juliet. A lot of people don't know that he was actually the author of that one.
Romeo, chapter 1, book 4.
Right. Well, because mostly, like, I think Jesus wrote the rest of it or whatever, and then Shakespeare wrote that one chapter.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, so a lot of
Dante
people are
wrote
like-
some of, like, the Revelations one. Is that what it's called?
Oh, it was he just, like, did some additions to the Bible or whatever. Like, it was like the Bible too.
Yeah, because he just, like, created the portal to hell, actually.
And we've been using that in stories forever, Mm-hmm. Can you believe, like, the original Bible didn't even have a portal to hell? Yeah. He, like, really worked that shit in there. That was cool.
Postmodernism. Don't you love
I'm
it?
into it. Yeah, I'm into it. Like, had all kinds of weird demons and stuff. Have you seen those Middle Ages paintings of hell are, like, great.
Oh my
They're
god.
some of my favorite paintings.
We've
I'm just
been
like,
watching
wow.
a new show. Well, it's not super new.
Yeah.
It's new to us. We've been watching Diablero
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to learn Spanish by watching Diablero.
on Netflix. And we were like looking it up. We're like, should we watch with English subtitles? Watch the Spanish show with English subtitles. And all the recommendations said, no, don't do that. Watch the Spanish show with Spanish subtitles.
Right.
I speak Spanish like pretty okay. And Sean speaks Spanish in a kitchen, all right.
right. I've learned the names for a lot of the things in the kitchen. That's kind of about it.
And we both want to get better.
Yeah, I do want to actually be able to actually converse in sentences.
So we've been watching this show in Spanish, but with Spanish subtitles, and it's completely changed.
Yeah,
everything.
It's true.
All of a sudden, I get like most of it, even conversational stuff that would normally be too quick for me. A lot of the slang in 2 episodes.
Yeah, there's a lot more slang.
I'm starting to pick up on ways that I haven't before.
The way people really talk is interesting.
I knew like school Spanish, like conjugating fucking verbs and shit,
Which is apparently not the way everybody always speaks in the real world. I'm not sure.
I like it. I really like Diablero.
Although we can't say that a show on Netflix is the real world either, though.
Buffy style.
Yeah, I would say, it reminds me of Buffy Supernatural a lot. And I can forgive a lot of things even because it's not like an American show in a way. Isn't that weird?
I mean, it's better than a lot of those shows in a lot of ways. I feel like there's less to forgive even.
Right. For some reason, I don't know why. And any
of the little minor issues
really
in like script or writing or acting or whatever are taken away by the fact that it's not my primary language. It's not my primary language.
Yeah, right. And like a lot of it, like I can even overlook a lot of stuff because I'm just still learning the language and I'm trying to figure out what they're even saying. So it's like a different watching experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a way I feel like I'm more forgiving because I am on a like... It's almost like I'm a kid again that doesn't understand anything.
It does feel like I'm a kid again that's experiencing like all of these things as a new person again. So it makes the sci-fi, it makes the horror a little bit scarier for me.
Right.
It doesn't feel so cheesy anymore because there's this aspect of newness to it.
Right. It feels different and new. And I'm not as jaded. Yeah, I'm not as jaded on it because I found a way to trick myself to get past it.
Yeah.
All right, man. Thanks for hanging out, Lego. It's good to see you again.
Bye.
I'm glad you could come by. We're going to be doing this every weekend.
Yeah, we'll be here Sundays and Mondays.
Tell all your friends and stuff.
Probably.
And
tell all your friends.
And bring them to hang out. Mm-hmm. I guess that's what the heck are we trying to do? We're just really trying to hang out on this one. There's no more other purpose, I don't think.
Not currently.
Not currently. If we do have another purpose, we'll say.
Our purpose right now is actually to socialize because our social lives have been eviscerated.
Yeah, they have been kind of fucked up. So we're just going to hang out here?
Anyway, I'm kind of thinking about going too. I'm about done. Yeah, I kind of want to go on a walk.
Yeah, me too. It looks like really nice outside right now.
Beautiful.
I'm going to put some socks and shoes on and stuff.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments if you think sandals are shoes or some other form of footwear.
Do we want to know? Do we care what they think about that?
I was just doing the let us know in the comments thing.
Let us know in the comments if you prefer lemon meringue or pecan.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. Do you prefer lemon meringue?
Change a goddamn thing about your life.
Do you prefer pecan pie? Which one do you prefer? Like if you had 2 of those pies just sitting in front of you, which one are you going to eat? And if you even touch the other one, you literally die.
Oh my god!
You can only eat 1 pie. If you eat 1 pie, that's it. And if you touch the other one, you die, even accidentally.
If I touch the other pie, I'm going to cut out a piece of the pecan pie, and without touching the pecan pie, without touching the lemon meringue, I'm going to touch just the pecan and squish the pecan to the lemon meringue, pick them up all in one swipe.
And you die.
And it'll be worth it. I'll die with pie.
You're like, I'll die with pie. Oh my god, that sounds, okay. Like you literally just instantly die by eating pie. Okay. I guess, wow.
They always have that scene where, someone gets captured and they're going to be questioned and tortured and they like pop the fucking arsenic tablet. Not me. It's going to be fucking boysenberry.
Boysenberry pie. Sounds good. Well, that was the best part of the entire stream. I'm sorry for everyone who missed that.
The pie was?
I don't know. I was just saying that. I don't even know why, honestly. I just said it. I literally just said the words for no reason. Or maybe it's a deep subconscious reason. Who knows?
Yeah.
Are we gonna see you guys later? Tomorrow?
We'll be back tomorrow. I mean,
Like tomorrow? We're just gonna go hang out tomorrow.
We think we'll be back tomorrow.
We're literally just hanging out on weekends, and that's it.
Yeah.
We don't know if anybody else wants to hang out. We'll find out. Let us know in the comments if your mom
is a giant whore.
Yeah, if your mom's a giant whore, let us know. We're really interested to find out. Me personally, and let me know where to find her. Also,
her phone number.
If she is totally a whore.
Supply it below.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Good vibes.
Good vibes till next time. Good vibes till next time, everybody.